Shiva, as we know him today, was unknown to the Vedic people. They knew a form of Shiva who was different from the Shiva who was worshipped elsewhere in the Indian subcontinent. They worshipped a deity who personified their fears and anxieties in an unfamiliar territory surrounded by hostile tribes and an unfavorable nature. We know Shiva as a part of the Trinity, as indweller of the world of Kailash, as a yogi seated on the top of a snowy mountain somewhere in the Himalayas, watching the worlds above and below with his inner eye. We know him to be the source of all knowledge, arts and crafts, and the life force that flows down from the heavens in the form of an eternal river, by coming into contact with which all our karmas are neutralized. We know him as the father of Lord Ganesha and Kumara, the husband of both Parvati, the mother goddess, and Ganga, who rides the bull Nandi. We worship him both in his image form and symbolically as a Shiva Linga. We worship him ritually, extolling his virtues and invoking him by his 1,000 names. But the Vedic people had a different concept of Shiva. They were not very familiar with his peaceful or adorable forms. They perceived him mostly as a god of anger, death and destruction, and feared him most. Uttering his very name on certain occasions was considered inauspicious and required the performance of certain rituals. He was relatively unknown in the early Vedic period, but as the time went by, he superseded most of the Vedic gods and was recognized not only as Brahman or the highest of all gods, but also as a part of the Hindu Trinity, as the destroyer of the worlds, along with Brahma, the creator god, and Vishnu, the preserver. Prior to his integration into the Vedic religion, Lord Shiva was worshipped mainly outside the Vedic society by people with whom they were not very familiar. Even today, we find Lord Shiva being exceptionally popular among many ancient tribes of India, such as the Chenchus and the Malavans, who live in the remote areas of South India and consider Shiva not only as a hunter and a forest deity, but also as the ancestor of their tribes.